Giallo is a subgenre of horror films that tends to get less praise from the general American audience than it deserves. Gialli are Italian-based, deriving from the word yellow, describing the yellow spine of the murder mystery books of the 1920s. Yeah, Gialli eventually became the American slasher films, but Giallo are very different from modern-day slashers. They share similarities such as a killer stalking beautiful people, blood, and sexual themes, but Gialli focus more on the mystery of the killer, and they tend to have a bit more style to the look of the film. I've gone to some great lengths in other reviews to break down Gialli, so if you want a more in-depth look at Giallo films, then check out some of the other reviews. I've covered films from Dario Argento, Umberto Lenzi, Sergio Martino, and Lucio Fulci, all of whom are regarded as some of the best directors of the genre, but I'm forgetting a name. A big name, Mario Bava, the father of the Giallo movement. Taking cues from the Giallo mystery thriller novels as well as being inspired by Hitchcock, Bava cemented himself as the master of his form. He started by making a name for himself in the horror genre with hits like Black Sunday and Black Sabbath, before creating the modern Giallo with The Girl Who Knew Too Much, the title of which was copied from Alfred Hitchcock's The Man Who Knew Too Much from 1934 and 1956. And yes, Alfred Hitchcock remade his own movie. Now here's the embarrassing part. I've only ever seen one Mario Bava film, and I saw it when I was like 13 years old. You see, my local Dollar Tree was selling 2-for-1 DVD packs, and I bought all the horror ones I could find. The packages have seen better days, but these are some of my earliest deep dives into the horror genre. Now, even though I didn't know anything about directors back then, I did know that Hatchet for a Honeymoon was my favorite of these films. So that's it. I've seen one Mario Bava film about 17 years ago. I think it's about time I see another one, and why not start with one of the most influential Giallo of all time, Blood and Black Lace. Welcome to the HellBound Horror Show. The opening title sequence is fantastic. The opening that I'm watching is the original European one. The US made another opening with skulls and mannequins, but honestly, it's not as effective as the original European version. I love the colors and the moving camera in the European opening. It feels super old school with the introduction of the characters as well as the music, but the colors and style make it feel very modern. A wonderful blend. Color me impressed. The bulk of the film takes place in this fashion factory workplace thing. They make all sorts of dresses and all of these people work there. One night, as Isabel, a girl who works at the fashion house, walks home, a masked figure stalks and kills her. Police begin to investigate the facility and tries to find out who murdered her. It's not until coworkers stumble upon Isabel's diary that the killer begins to kill again, taking out everyone who gains possession of this diary. What secrets does the diary keep, and why did the masked figure kill Isabel in the first place? The plot is honestly that simple when you boil it down. Sure, you have some red herrings and a fun reveal, but most of the plot is a straightforward murder mystery thriller. Blood and Black Lace doesn't do anything that modern audiences haven't seen already. It doesn't push what we know as the Giallo genre, but at the time, it was inventing all the tropes that we know and love. Can't knock it for the story or the delivery, because at the time, this was pretty fresh and shocking stuff. Outside of the historical importance, visually is where the film is strongest in my opinion. I love the colors, the lighting, and the camera movements. Things did feel a bit slow though. It doesn't have that quick camera flair that I'm accustomed to with an Argento flick, but what do you expect with a film so cheap? Bava really had to use a child's wagon for all of his tracking shots in this movie. Given the time period, the budget, and the resources available, Bava did a fantastic job painting a beautiful film. While watching this movie, I kept repeating to myself, this was 10 years before the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Wow, Bava was really ahead of the ball, and the film feels more modern than most of the films during this time period. Yeah, it's a bit slow of a movie, but it's a beautiful film to look at most of the time. I'm reviewing the VCI release of this film. It's a beautiful scan, but I'm a bit disappointed that it didn't come with an Italian audio track. The English audio track is only okay.
My belt! My belt!
It's a Blu-ray and DVD combo pack with some features only appearing on the Blu-ray, while others only appear on the DVD. It's a strange release, but the film is wonderful and it never looked better. I can't believe I was missing out on Mario Bava for so long. His influence is apparent throughout horror history. And even though I found Blood and Black Lace to be a bit tame by today's standards, there's no denying that the color and the cultural impact of the film are enough for me to recommend it to any fan of the genre. And that's all I have for tonight, so as always, thank you so much for watching. Stay healthy, stay safe, and take care everyone.